Hello, my water signs, and this is your tarot and oracle card reading for Taurus season. So, we are looking into Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So, welcome to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution, or welcome back if you are a regular viewer. My name is Debbie, and we're going right into our reading. We will start off with Cancer, and we are using today Marianne Williamson Miracle Cards. We are using the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck. So the Light Seers, how to remember, Light Seers Tarot, and the Angel Dreams Oracle deck. So we're going to start off with Marianne Williamson, Miracle Cards. So this is for our Cancer friends, but how is everyone doing? How is your day? I'm in New Jersey, so if you have heard, we are having these major wildfires. The biggest one, I went from like 150 acres to 3,500 acres very quickly, in just a matter of a couple hours. But I think they have it under control. And the animals have been rescued. People were evacuated. Everyone is safe. So our first responders are good. So thank you for those who reached out to me. Some of my friends reached out and said, like, okay, how far is this from you? There's a little bit of space between me and the fires. So, okay. So, this is for Cancer, and it says a chance to grow. So, during our Taurus season, this is your chance to grow, Cancer, and it says, every circumstance is a chance for you to practice being the person you truly want to be. Interesting, because when I did the air signs yesterday, and I forget which sign this came up for, we're going to go into the Mermaids and Dolphins next, and it said something about everything, changing your perspective, right? Things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. So for some of you, that's a form of growth, but I think this is more of an evolution. So coming out of one shell and moving into a larger shell, or transforming yourself in some way. So this is beautiful, though. A chance to grow. And again, this is the front of, and I don't know what flower that is. I want to say lily, but I'm not quite sure. But I just love the softness of the card. And then here's the back. This is the section that I read. So Cancer, you have a chance to grow, to be more and more the person that you want to be. And that's the key, right? Because we talk about the person we were born to be, but what about who do you want to be? And we have choices and autonomy. I talk about this in my yoga classes all the time. We have choice, we have autonomy. We can make decisions based on what we want, but most of the times we don't. That was a big lesson for me growing up, because we're taught and told what to do from an early age, right? Yeah, so here we go. Accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. So let me open the book and then I'll read it for you. So a lot of birds in this card as well. They look like white doves, but let me get to this. And just look at the artistry on that card. Kind of reminds you of Ariel in The Little Mermaid, where she is on the rock and she's wanting to become human. Right, so you've asked, what should I do next? This card responds, trust that your prayers have been heard and answered. Simply rest and retreat for now. After all, you prayed for divine intervention, so step aside and let heaven intervene, as this is the help you prayed for. You can assist the process initiated by your prayers through quiet contemplation. Ask heaven to give you clear, easily understandable guidance, letting you know if you need to take any action. In the meantime, enjoy knowing your angels and guides surround you and your situation with loving care. And this is great, Because a lot of times we set an intention out there, we send out a prayer or request or whatever it is, and then we get impatient. I'm no different. We get impatient. We want a sign now, and the thing is, like, it takes time, right? It takes time. It's all divine time. It takes time for things to come together, for things to be in alignment. But if you're not if you are not aligned with your request, and usually that's what this pause is for. You request something, you want something, you need help with something. But if you're not in alignment with what you're asking for, then it takes longer. So usually that pause is asking you to align yourself with the thing. Let's go back to this card. Every circumstance is a chance for you to practice being the person you truly want to be. So, the person you truly want to be, this is for our Cancer friends. This is all for our sun, moon, and rising. Do you want to be in a hurry for the results? Or do you want to be the person who trusts that your desires, your prayers, whatever it is, desires, wishes, dreams are being heard? And you just trust in the process of the universe, right? And what happens if it turns out differently than you had in your mind? That's also a process of trusting. Like, my mind, it was going to happen this way. Can you accept another way for things to happen? And this is for Cancer, but this is really for all of us, right? So let's go into your tarot for our Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What guidance? Okay, the Wheel and the Chariot. Two major arcanas to start. So the Wheel doesn't surprise me, right? Because you've already set your intention. You've put it out to the universe. And the Wheel is about change and transformation. It is going in a new direction, moving forward. So now you're at kind of a pause, but let's see what else comes out. And major arcana, so these are big life changes or big life decisions, moving from one phase to another. So for some of our Cancer friends, this could be a bit of a quantum moment. Okay, you have three major arcanas. The Wheel, the Chariot, the Moon, which is your card. And Ace of Cups. So let's see what's on the bottom for our Cancer friends. Six of Wands, right? Recognition and victory and celebration, but celebrating yourself and your successes, your efforts, and where they've brought you to. Eight of Swords, right? Let's see where this goes. Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Empress. Will stop right there. This is very good, Cancer. Okay. So, you set your intention or your prayer or whatever it is that you believe in. Now, you have to kind of step aside, right? You're becoming, right, the person you truly want to be. Every circumstance is a chance for you to practice being the person you truly want to be. So practicing, right? Aligning yourself with who you want to be. And is that aligned with your intention and your prayer that you've sent, that you're waiting for an answer on? And the thing is, the answer is yes. If that's a question, yes or no, the answer is yes. The tides are changing, right? Things are starting to move in your direction. And you are in charge of where your wheel turns, how fast it turns, and the direction it turns. Are you going? You can choose to go backward, but you're not, Cancer. You're moving forward. You're coming out of that shell. You're digging yourself out of the, Cancers, the crabs cut and bury themselves in the sand at the beach. You're coming out of that. You're moving forward. You have balance, you have emotion behind you. You have this inner faith depicted by the Moon card, right? deep into your own personal beliefs, which may be different than how those around you believe. But you have allowed yourself to sink into the depths of that faith. And when you do that, the universe opens up and says, okay, here you go. And it's a hand holding, a heart at its heart center. And aces generally are things that come out of nowhere. They are universal gifts. And we know cups are associated with love and intuition and growth and expansion. So some of you may be going on to that deeper spiritual journey of not pushing things, but having faith that things are happening for you at the time that you need it to happen. And when you lean into that, right, you get to celebrate everything you've worked for or the time it took to wait for things to happen. Eight of Swords, you're no longer blinded by your thoughts or keeping yourself small. So some of you are really coming out of your comfort zone, Cancer. You're kind of coming into the sunlight and you're getting out of that comfort zone. And you're separating yourself from the things that are not you. I love this deck, especially when it comes to the swords, right? Because in the other traditional decks, they're actual swords, but this is depicted, by birds or probably crows. So you're separating yourself from what is not you or what is no longer necessary for you. And once you do, the Empress, like the world is yours. Now, obviously, she looks pregnant here. You could be giving birth to a new idea or a new way of moving through this world. She's got the moon above her, and you have the moon card here. So, and that is your home card, right? That is your ruling planet, I should say, not your home card. That is your ruling planet. So lean into all of these things. Nice transformations, though. Nice transformations. And of course, you have the mermaid here. Beautiful, beautiful Cancer. Let's see what your angel dreams hold for you. So you're going in a new direction. And this, I don't even think this is a scary thing. I think this is for some signs, the transition is scary. I don't think you're afraid. I think this is being patient with the process and allowing the process to unfold like how it needs to unfold itself. You have abundance coming your way. You have like the Empress, the Emperor. They are like the parents of the tarot, right? The overarching parents. They are the nurturers. So you're nurturing a new growth, a new idea. You've taken yourself away from, and some of you could be completely changing your jobs, or the way you do your job is completely changing. Right? So you're no longer tied to having to do something one way. You freed yourself into a new way of doing things. And some of you could be going to a brand new job, though, or becoming entrepreneurs. This is the first time this is coming up for the Taurus season. So, yeah, Cancer, let me know if you're becoming entrepreneurs, opening up your own business. How exciting would that be? And your angel dreams. Fairies, environmental, playtime, enchantment. And so that's about earth, and water and earth balance each other out, right? Earth supports water, and water softens the surface of the earth so we don't get too stuck in our ways. That's a perfect balance. So balance and harmony coming for you. For our dear Cancers, let me find this in. Okay, fairies. Again, environment, playtime, enchantment. These ancient magical beings of the elemental realm are sending you messages of earth awareness. Remember your sacred relationship with Mother Earth. Support her and her creatures by taking care of her inhabitants and the environment. Be joyful and play nice upon the earth. That joy will teach others how to treat our planet. The fairies are teaching you how to use enchantment to change hearts and minds while maintaining the utmost integrity. Pay attention to your intentions when helping others. Be careful to stay true to using your gifts for the highest good of all. Get outside and connect with nature. The fairies are encouraging you to become more playful by releasing this seriousness bogging you down. And this is the Eight of Swords, right? And the Ten of Swords, you're already releasing that. You're in the process of releasing some serious things because you're moving into a whole new way of being in this world, Cancer. And you're doing it on your terms. Great job, Cancer. Let me know how that resonates. I'd love to see what changes you're doing. So let's put all of these back and we will go into our Scorpio friends. How are Scorpions? Let me just put everything in here. I like to put them in the center of the deck because we know sometimes cards like to reappear. So if I put them in the center, I have a less chance of coming back out. So Cancer, that is your reading. Let me know if this is resonating or if you need further guidance or if there's a question about one or several of the cards. And Scorpio, we're going to go into your reading in just a moment. Our Scorpions, they are associated with death and rebirth, right? They are very close to the chest as far as keeping information in. So Scorpio, this is for you, for your reading for the season of Taurus. So what does Taurus and Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know in the season of Taurus? The Scorpions are, all of our water signs are extremely, extremely psychic. They're more than intuitive. They're more on the psychic element. And then there's the hierarchy of the absolute knowing. But they are extremely psychic, and they tend not to show their cards too soon. They tend to wait a little bit and hold things a little close in just to see. It takes a lot for Scorpions to trust for all water signs, but especially Scorpion. Okay, this came out. Oh, and it says, saluting the love. As you look at others, say silently within, the love in me salutes the love in you. And we say that, at least I say that at the end of my yoga class. It is namaste, which roughly translated means that the light in me acknowledges and bows to the same light that lives within all. So this is a beautiful card. Look at the little baby face. Right, saluting love. And a friend of mine's has a grandson going through something today, so we'll send love to him. So the love in me salutes the love in you. How beautiful, right? And you don't even have to say that out loud. Just say it inside yourself, especially when you're in the company of people that you truly love and admire, and you just embrace their company. What a lovely little prayer to send out, right? And they don't even have to know. You're just giving them a little blessing of thanking them for being in your life. So, beautiful card to start off your reading, Scorpio. And this is, stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So hang on a little longer, Scorpio. And that was kind of the message for Cancer, right? Like, just trust. Like, you set it out there now. Just take a step back and let it unfold. So let me get into this. Stay optimistic. This is for Scorpion, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is it. Your time has come. You're about to collect your rewards and your prayers will be answered. However, a bit more patience and guided action on your part are required. The extra weight and effort are definitely worth it. You're just about there, and this card asks you to keep your faith about miracles and heavenly magic. Use your imagination to visualize that your dreams have already come true. Your heart will swell with gratitude and joy, and these emotions will speed up your desired manifestations. Before long, you'll be enjoying the tangible results. So use your imagination, Scorpio, to visualize that your dreams have already come true. So you just need a little more patience, a little more time. So it's a little bit of a waiting phase here for our water signs. If there's just like a little, hang on. Trust the process, have faith in yourself, faith in the universe, and faith that the dream that you have for yourself is coming true. It may not come true, again, in the way that you think it will, but generally when that happens, it comes in so much better. So that should be a good shuffle, right? So what does the tarot hold for our Scorpio friends in the season of the Taurus? Again, that balancing of earth and water, nourishing. One supports the other as it's being nourished, right? So this is beautiful. And again, this is the water, right, along with the earth. So there's a lot of balance in today's reading for our water signs. And that balance equals out to harmony, right? So let's see, what does the tarot hold for our Scorpion friends? Knight of Swords. So let's see. So he's kind of rushing off to something. Card face down. We'll see, where is he going? He's probably chasing that dream, that manifestation that he's created in his mind, right? And in the power of his words and prayer, because we know thoughts and words are powerful. And the thoughts and words you say to yourself become your reality, right? What you think, you become. So what you say and what you think, you become, that becomes your reality. So using words that are kind and supportive. Okay, nothing else is going to come out for our Scorpion friends. So let's see what's on the bottom. 5 of Swords. Making a decision. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, and again, 6 of Wands. So everything is coming out beautifully, Scorpio. You have Knight of Swords. We have a card turned to face down. Let's see what that is. Page of Swords. Now, this came out yesterday for, I don't know if it was Gemini or Aquarius. It really doesn't matter. So you're going after that dream, Scorpio. There's nothing stopping you. You have this passion and you're going for your dream, and you're not taking no for an answer, right? There is no limit to your ability right now. So whatever your dream is, whatever it is you're trying to create or manifest in your life, like just 10 times it. This is the amount of energy that's around you. You are absolutely limitless right now. Our pages, right? They're like kids, and it's the child energy. And if you know kids and little children, little ones, like they believe that everything in the world is possible, even what adults would say is impossible. So lean into that inner child, Scorpio, and believe in the limitless, the boundlessness of your dreams, because you got big things coming your way. Page of Pentacles, 2 pages, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. You're building something completely new for yourself. And again, this might be an entrepreneur thing, as Cancer was came up for Cancer as well. You're building something really new for yourself, and that they'll have both feet planted on the ground, yeah, right? You're still kind of figuring it out, but it's not going to take long. You're going to have some setbacks, and not big setbacks at all. This feels more like second guessing your next step. So take a moment to step back. Now this card here, saluting the love. And again, it says, as you look at others, say silently within, the love in me salutes the love in you. You could also change that to your dreams and say the possibilities that lie within me, I salute the same possibilities that lie within you coming forward to me. You can always change this around. And you're going to have a little questioning, or a little like, how am I figuring something out? But it's not going to last long, because right away you go to the Ten of Pentacles. Absolute abundance, absolute joy and comfort. Again, and I said, take your dream, whatever it is, and 10 times it, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles here. It's 10 times or tenfold what you think or believe is possible for yourself, Scorpio, is absolutely coming out. Six of Wands. You get to, this just came out for our Cancer friends. You get to celebrate your life. You get to just bask in all the hard work that you've done. Although I kind of think that the hard work has been going on for a very long time. And this phase is the surrender phase, just allowing it to unfold for you. And this little hiccup of a little kind of like, what is my next step? That's kind of a yawn in the whole process. It's nothing really big. Because right away, you go straight to the top. Straight to the Ten of Pentacles, straight to the celebration, straight to the comfort, straight to not having to worry about anything. Like, this is a time for a lot of Scorpios where a lot of your worries are going to start to just disappear. Whatever it is you've been worried about, whatever you've felt like has been lacking in your life, that's going to disappear. Or completely, or fade away, and not have very little distraction in your life now. And you're going to celebrate. You're going to go, oh my goodness, I've been working so hard and so long. And you can actually just breathe. Take a nice exhale. So let's go into our angel dreams for our Scorpio friends. Scorpios, I love this. So far, I'm loving our water signs, all right? Cancer, beautiful reading. Scorpio, great reading. And I love to see when collectively elements or signs are, and then this quantum phase of growth. Because a lot of us have been held back, and it's probably 5 or 6 years, right? Since the pandemic, still a lot of people have felt like they've been being held back a little bit. And so now this is your breakthrough season. So Scorpio, what are your angel dreams for you right now? Okay. And you have autumn, abundance, preparation, harvest. If this is not like your whole reading, again, I was talking about you've been doing the work for a long time. You've been prepping for this, and now this is your abundance time, right? And what happens? You get to harvest your crop. So let's go into autumn. And Scorpios are in the autumn season, right in the thick of the autumn season. And so there she is carrying her harvest. She's got pumpkins, The tree is alive with beautiful out orange leaves, and she's got a basket of, looks like apples. So this card heralds bounty and abundance. You will reap the rewards of the projects you've been working on, gather the goods from your goals, and harvest the fruits of all your efforts. Your dreams are coming true. Right? Don't you just love when these things come together? You will see your abundance flow to you now. Open your arms and heart to receive. Archangels Ariel, Camuel, and Raziel. It is time to engage in the study of ancient wisdom, sacred knowledge, and mysteries. Gather your resources in preparation for a transition. Scorpios, I really want to know what's going on with you. This is fabulous. I love this for you. Yeah, let me know how this goes. Let us all know in the comments how this is working for you, or how long you've been working on something, you know, because a lot of us have these dreams from like a long time ago, even from like when we were kids and teens, and we're maybe not working on them like every day, but we're taking steps, right? Slowly but surely, and it's just all coming forward for you. So that is our Scorpio. So now we go to our very last sign in the zodiacal wheel. This is our Pisces. So hello Pisces, how are we? Our patient ones, our free-spirited fish. They just swim around life, you know, going, okay, it's fine, it's fine. So let's pull out our miracle card for our Pisces friends and just see what miracles are waiting for you to receive. Oh wait, this is not a card. That's a description card. Oh, that is my bracelets shaking on the table. Okay, let's cut this deck. And you have commitment. Commitment in a relationship means commitment to the process of mutual understanding and forgiveness. No matter how many conversations it takes or how uncomfortable the conversations might sometimes be. So we'll see. We'll unpack this a little bit. This could also be Pisces. It says commitment, committing to the relationship with yourself, right? Especially if you've been trying to make or facilitate a change and it's been really hard. Because again, Pisces, you're the last sign of the zodiac. You've had to be patient to the point where sometimes patience is a virtue and patience can be a detriment, because sometimes you've been waiting so long, you may lose the fire to shift forward, right? You may lose the passion. So, and that's sometimes because you've been waiting a long time. So, but let's see how this unfolds for our dear Pisces friends. The sweetest, sweetest souls, one of the most psychic signs that I know. And let's see, let's split this deck. And we have a positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations to avoid negativity. And I don't know if you can tell, but they look like there's dolphins there in the water. And a little speck of light right here emanating out, right? So let's see. And I'll hold this card up again. Let me find it in the book. This is for our Pisces friends. And I talked about Pisces they're patient, right? They're the last sign, like they have to wait their turn. And sometimes in doing that, we could kind of lose some faith a little bit, right? Or get tired of waiting and just, run into some boredom. So here we go. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Your manifestation work is going wonderfully well. By drawing this card, you're encouraged to take the process to an even higher level by going on a negativity diet. This means avoiding negative influences as much as possible. Avoid negative discussions with yourself or others. This goes back to what I said a little while ago, that words and thoughts have power. So the words and thoughts that you say to yourself and put in your mind and repeat affect the life that you have. Avoid negative discussions with yourself and others. Turn off television and radio programs with negative themes and stay away from violent movies. Don't read pessimistic headlines and steer clear of gossip-based magazines. This negativity diet will cleanse you of any hidden blocks that could slow down the manifestation of your dreams or prevent them from coming true. Another thing you can do is to apply feng shui, the ancient Chinese art of placement, to your physical environments, which will help enhance the positive energy of all your surroundings. You're also asked to donate or sell items that are cluttering your home. This helps to bring new energy and opportunity, as well as establish an environment that promotes creativity, health, and abundance. So cleaning up your whole environment, the thoughts in your mind, the physical space around you. When you recreate space, then we feel less clogged, because things have energy, right? Cards have energy, our furniture has energy, and when we have a lot of stuff around, it can kind of get in the way. It can kind of override us, because energy is powerful. It is very powerful. This whole world is energetic. That's why going out into nature, if you live by a body of water, go swimming or sit by the water and just breathe in the air and the energy from the trees, and be one with yourself, Pisces. Three of Wands came out right away. So you're looking for something new, a new adventure. Let's see what else is coming out, though. And again, positive people, positive energy. Oh my goodness. The Empress came out again. Came out for a Cancer. The High Priestess. And that is your psychic abilities, your direct divine connection to source. I mean, you don't have to go too far. You don't have to fight too much, or try too hard, rather, to make your connection to your intuition. The Star. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to pop out. So we have three major arcana cards. So Scorpio didn't have as many major arcana cards, but I love it. We'll see we'll stop there. 5 cards face up. Again, 6 of Wands, all of our water signs. 6 of Wands. So yeah, like, rise to the surface of the water, like, embrace the light. Right? The Magician, another major arcana card. And, 9 of Wands. So let's get into this. 3 of Wands, the Empress. Oh my goodness. We'll start off with the 3 of Wands. You've been waiting a long time, Pisces. Sometimes I wonder if some of you have been waiting for someone to come in and kind of rescue you. Or you feel like you've been waiting so long for something to happen and it just seems like it never makes it to you. But here's the thing. There are 3 fire rods, right? So that is the energy in you. You're tired of waiting for someone else or something to happen. You're starting to make things happen for yourself. You're changing the way you move through this world. If you've got the Empress, the High Priestess, you have a lot of divine feminine cards, and the Star. You're starting something that's out of your comfort zone. Something that you're not used to. And you're not worried about it. You have full faith in yourself. Because both of these cards, her, the Star, and you can see like the string goes straight up to the guiding star, and the High Priestess. That is the direct connection to Source. So this dream that you have, that you're igniting, you're committing. This is commitment, and I said this at the beginning. I think this is a commitment to your relationship with yourself. I said that in the very beginning, and seems to be what it is. You're not afraid of doing something new because you're tired of waiting. It's like, when is it going to be my turn? And then you finally decide, oh, wait a minute. I can make it my turn now. You can do that, Pisces. You can make it your turn now. And you go, okay, I'm going full on. I know I'm guided by the highest of the powers in the universe to take me there. And where am I going? Same as Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles, complete fulfillment. Keeping your energy positive, letting go of or separating yourself from negative situations or people who say that you can't do something, that they don't have any faith in you, or maybe they don't have faith in themselves and they say, oh, that can't be done. Stay away from all of that, and you're separating yourself. You're finally separating yourself from that, and you're saying, you know what, this is my life. I'm going to live my life how I want, because I know there's a higher purpose guiding me, and there's a higher purpose for my life. And that purpose is divine abundance. The Kabbalah Tree of Life, by the way. That is divine abundance. And you know what? It's my turn. Like I'm done waiting. I'm done being patient. I'm just going to celebrate. I'm going to put my arms up and I'm going to embrace life as it is, because you know what? I have everything I need. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, you have everything absolutely that you need at your disposal. So much so that all you need to do, and you have the infinity symbol on the hood of the Magician, all you have to do is kind of tap into the magic within, kind of wave your wand, and the water will rise to bring you whatever it is you want. I mean, this is great. 9 of Wands, you're no longer working for others. That light is for you. You're no longer gatekeeping for everyone else, Pisces, and you don't have to gatekeep for everyone else. You get to do this for yourself. You get to make the commitment to you. Get rid of the stuff. Anything that is not working for you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I say clear out the physical junk first. That's technically the easiest thing, because it's a physical, tangible thing. You can take it up, put it in a bag or a box, you can take it off to the donation center or call a donation company to come and pick it up. Clear the space out. Sage. And then burn whatever incense, because once you sage, it negates all energy. It just neutralizes all the energy. Sage is not so intelligent that it says, I'm just going to remove the negative energy. It just neutralizes all the energy in the room. And then you have to infuse the space with whatever energy you want it to hold, whatever that is. You're no longer holding the light for someone else. You are going to stand in the light for yourself. My water signs, I'm so excited for you. Let's pull our last Angel Dreams card for our Pisces friends. Let's see how this holds up. What is your Angel Dreams card? What does that hold for you? As you make this full desired commitment to yourself. Finally, right? You're like, wait a minute. I'm just going to do this because it's what I want. Forget about what everyone else wants, right? I am no longer going to be standing in line either. I'm just going to jump the line because I can. Sun, illumination, growth, God energy. God energy, and you have, again, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Star, and the Magician. Like, you have 4 major arcana cards here. Out of 8, half of them are major arcanas. Pisces. This is fabulous. Sun, illumination, growth, God energy. The sun is the masculine energy of source, the counterpart of the feminine goddess energy. This card is calling you to discern the masculine aspects within you. The young warrior, the mature king, and the wise sage. Express these sides of yourself in various areas of your life. You are being called to connect with the heavens and bring your mind, body, and spirit into balance and alignment. Okay, and this is, again, this is your attunement, right, into the higher aspects. The sun symbolizes God energy and renewal, illumination, knowledge, understanding, and growth. Archangels are Sandalphon, one of my favorites, Uriel, and Michael are associated with this. An infusion of masculine energy is needed now. So sometimes we kind of have to lean into that, the more masculine side, right? To make this big commitment to ourselves, to push aside, right, anything that is in the way between us and our dreams and desires. Allow understanding to illuminate this situation. Spend time in the sun. This will raise your energy levels and give you a welcome dose of vitamin D. So that is it for our water signs. We've done all our signs now for this Taurus season. So everyone, I hope you have found some inspiration, some hope, some guidance through these readings. I know there's probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of tarot card readers out there online, and to discern which ones work for you, right? There's only a couple that I follow, but I have this kind of, not a big rule, but I kind of have this, a bit of a rule of thumb that if I only follow like 2 to 3, I don't overwhelm myself, and I only follow the ones that resonate with me. And I suggest that you do the same for yourself as well. So our water signs, that is your reading for the Taurus season. I hope you have found comfort and strength and energy and renewed faith and hope in yourself and the world around you. So until next time, we have a new moon, I think it's just in 2 more days on the 25th in Taurus. It is our first new moon after eclipse season, so this new moon will close out the eclipse portal. I will be back on for a general reading for all signs for that. Until next time, everyone, enjoy your day, sending you light and love, and I will see you in the next reading.